Today na the 5th day of May 2022. Yesterday na been the 4th. Waiting don't pass. It don't pass. We move. Eh? Tell us say today we dey go back to business. All right. Parliament, Honorable Sam of Constituency 025 of C4C, he said this year Dominion year business. We don't boku. The fake degrees them we boku. Because we get the crusader for fake degrees. We na Dr. John Idris Lahai. In the crusader for fake degrees. He defend them. So this thing reached BBC. It reached DW, the German network. It all reached all over. They talk about people them there in authority where they carry degrees them we not credible. Where they carry degrees them we not accredited to institutions them where they of reputable standard. The Minister of Information on record, when they ask him na 98.1, being tell we say, well, it look like say this talk here no one die. This talk no go die. Because social media, yeah, also they are so. You know, not so can get result, eh? All these fake degrees na social media is start. You don't know so they get result? Eh? Alright. Just a little one. When the president been go na Guma, what he say? Himself, he mentioned about videos then on social media. Voice notes them. So social media gets in positive, it gets in negative. Well, a lot of times we focus more on the negative, and we know they see the results them where we they get from things the way they happen. Now here we host the Director General for the Civil Aviation Authority in Sierra Leone. We outside toilets, no been there for people where they go drop people them na airport. Talk na ya, and it become a promissory. Say then go bill am. What then bill am done? He carry back. He can't tell we say they don't build the toilets. So because of we now, yeah. Because of we. Outside toilets they now na airport. Beaucoup things then they where we don't dey count na ya, where if na coincidentally now or na ya den area mo make things happen. So I agree say social media carry its disadvantages. Some people do misuse it, but we na ya. A Sarah network here. You don't follow we. You know. It is what it is. So the talk no they die. This talk no they grill they die. And the election they come. So it look like say all the man they fight for aid right now. And Parliament, self, they fight for the aid. So, the 7-man committee, where the Speaker of the House been promised me, it's after I don't talk to them, he don't pick the 7-man committee. You know what I put before? Honorable Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella, na the chairman. For check the degrees them. KKY na the chairman. Oga KKY. You see the work they give you, eh? You know it's in? Let's begin. Because if I say I want to address the go inside, we go talk small. Through Radio Democracy 98.1, Fambulem. Let we listen.
Thursday, April 21 this year, Parliament will adopt one private member motion when the Member of Parliament for Constituency 025, Nakono District, Honorable Paul Sassam, move for investigate fake academic qualification. And the private member motion reads say, the Honorable House, pursuant to Standing Order of Parliament 25 and Section 93, subsection 4 of the 1991 Constitution of Salon, forget Special Select Committee for conduct certificate audit na all ministry, department and agency of government.
All ministry, all department, all agency, as long as now we taxpayer money or money would then go to us. That they take pay you. All. And they check the certificate we take out na the job. As long as CBC, then they ask for certain requirements for make you gain position at that job day. And we don't kind side. If you cook now, for make you elevate yourself or for make you stay at the job, and they ask you for that paper day. All. Okay?
We get for do with diploma, bachelor.
Yeah. Diploma. Diploma self no the left behind. If you get diploma now, you get bachelor.
Masters.
Masters.
And PhD.
PhD. All right.
We're all civil servants and member of parliament.
There, repeat that side back a big. Something. You remember say, Honorable Sengepo Thomas, the Deputy Speaker of the House, when Honorable Sam been talk say, he want let them start with the parliament. Remember? He said, well, let them start with parliament first. Now, the Deputy Speaker say, no, you forget to say, not to degree they make you come parliament. To degree, what thing they make you come parliament? Now we sabi speak English. O kana ya? O blow the trumpet padawandi. When the Speaker of the House in take the chair now, well, I don't know if now we hear you or if feel to say that one they not being correct. Because they try for Ben and say let them just focus on the ministers then. Let them forget about parliament. But this one, but they are other they get for involved again.
And PhD degree. We're all civil servants and member of parliament.
Into here, member of parliament, then self, he mix inside it.
Ministers of governments. With this motion, Parliament, Wednesday, May 4 this year, don't set up the select committee. Outside the Speaker, Honorable Chegno Abbas Bundu, they announced the member them.
Following due consultations,
he say when don't follow with the boku talk where he talk. 1-to-1 now. Na bien yard now. Na before yard now. But consultation be there. That's the Speaker of the House, and they talk so.
with the leadership of Parliament,
with the leadership of Parliament,
I hereby announce the said Special Select Committee.
The special committee will go look into everybody in certificate. As long as you be out certificate, I like a diploma into here now. As long as you be out it on a record, it on file. Say this person, now this position, he be gets where he do that exam, that school where he go, this and that and blah 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 blah. Now the certificate that certificate is gonna be looked into. Okay. Wait. Wait. Triple hang on. You safe?
With the following membership. 1. Honorable Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella.
Number 1. Honorable Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella. What's in Gobisa?
Chairman.
Okay. KKY. Yeah. Watch the time, where you get this. Make you not from full na. Because you clever. You get sense. Now I make I say form full. When I say somebody form full, you play dumb. You pretend like you fool. Ongulo. This one where you na the chairman. Until you not fake. You not fake. You know how you study. You know how you study. You know how you do your dissertation. Then you know how you go in and out before you get that doctor before you name. And there are people parabolating. People are left. They up and down for intimidate we. What they no say? They no pung, they no pain. I believe say there was a reason why now you didn't put today. There was a reason why now you not the chairman. Bradia. You don't tell people in the talk say, then they hear yourself. You don't say. They say then they hear you. That would turn back where you been vexed, you mistake talk. That's how we talk say, but when they say you need talk self, you need it, and I say, if people then get opportunity for vote for me, they not vote for me. Now that they vote for. I know say that be mistake, you be mistake talk that ending. But this time, but dear, do ya? Would they big? Would they big go? Do the right thing, now you know the chairman. If they want do you, le cow, them want do Honorable Tawa. But they blow the whistle. Just in case no more, they want do you like how they do Honorable Tawa. Because the chairman, yes, he did before. I know what to make at the talk show. Through Dr. John Lahai, I go can't explain what he say. Somebody within a government right now, we don't ready for bribe. So let them go listen. Let them forget about your own side. Say a fake degree they work out with. They don't go can bribe you. But just in case they connected to the power grid right now. Maybe then I be top financier election term for make the pauper able gain position now. Now they be the to go away money. But right now, the name fall inside and I don't they come to say, bruh, you know, say this one now we own. So where we left this, we go arrange them. We go wait since we go to that. No, sir. Because if they can do them to Honorable Tower, I don't think say them go left you. So and the list where they come up from Dr. John Lahai, they show say, but good people in this administration, They are questionable in that area. And now una they can vet now if waiting Dr. Lahai they talk now true or not true about certain people that already we don't name na social media. So all eyes down, they on this 7-man committee. Integrity count. And are you not the chairman? Please not allow them. For the word way Honorable Tawabi use, he say, I'm twist. Not allow them let them twist you on. Not allow them, sir. Because they're going to try. With the least what they see, they go for try. This is your time to shine. And you tell me this so. You know left better again. Election day around the corner. You know left better again. No. So prove yourself now. Better one. If not, Akbole, Mr. Speaker, you don't tell me about the chairperson. Let me hear other than the other members them, sir.
2. Honorable Dr. Ibrahim Boon Kamara, member.
Okay. You don't hear, Member. Jungle Alive say whether or not people use fake degree for acquire the job, you not think say relevant to. The fact say you get fake degree first. You dey cook soup. You don't put all the ingredients. And salt you for put. You don't put salt. Soup they taste so nice. You can't put 1 cup sugar. The soup don't boil. I don't care what you put today. That sugar, or you can add. That soup, you don't boil. You can come say, yes, I put meat. Yes, I put kanda. Yes, I put this. It's there. Not ever say not the deal. But that sugar where you can't put pantap, you don't boil them. Now in a fake degree. Let's say from diploma, you get all the correct one. Though you can't top her up with one fake one. My dear, you don't sell your integrity. You don't sell her. So I want to agree with Jungle Alive. If you... Yes, Mr. Speaker, let it go, sir.
3. Honorable Dr. Roland Fode Kagbo, member. 4. Honorable Mohammed Festus Lansana, member. 5. Honorable Joseph Williams Lamine, member. 6. Honorable Emerson Lamina, member. 7. Honorable PC Baikur Kanagbarau Sanka, the 3rd member. That's the 7-member committee.
Then take from the APC, the C4C, NGC, even the chiefs them, they represent. So all man they inside. But the chairman gets a role for play. Because if they go cook say, but then get for out unto the daddy na the house no. Let us say now, they want and they now they agree. Even if the daddy agree, get for out and back to the member there. Because when they done, they all get for put. You can't tell what they expect of them first. Like Judge say for wash the soup, pull the sugar come on. Well, like the washing, they do so. How they do so? Let they go.
A competent officer from the parliamentary service will be appointed to serve as secretary of the committee.
A competent officer now go serve as secretary. When the Kukujumukuki want start, and then secretary then they can begin it. Right now, they don't name the secretary too. They look for competent one. As they announce their name here, so all the one the way no say, then certificate and questionable. They don't go begin fend all the way then fumble them. Then fumble them. We'll see what thing go happen. Well, myself I get fumble you. Can't talk to me. Can't talk to me. Come. Let's see how we go arrange things. Eh? You can't have them fumble, eh? Hey. Ça one particular fumble. Dandy. You don't begin collect. You don't begin collect. You don't ready for milk. Some of them people like, you know say get the fake one. You need to come on the one, eh? Or you believe us you must. They're not go able, eh? They're not go able to check na salon. Oh, they are not good talk. They're not go able to check her. When me don't pull a go get in, last see about then they check. Now sue lay na they. And they make come for me. Ah, and then Visaki come always see himself. He knows he define past the real one self. Eh? Okay. Look, they go.
But waiting are some of the things them where this committee for do.
The select committee shall have the following terms of reference.
The committee waiting na den work. Hiya. Michael Cook I reach you. Michael Cook say, he said most of the graduates them from we local university then degrees then they hold their own. It's not fake. Because some man, na mommy and daddy business they do forget her. Another form of corruption them for grades because then they rampant and we all know that. Alright. Listen to what's in the work.
To direct all the standing committees of Parliament to compel all MDAs within the purview of their oversight responsibilities.
Okay. You get standing committee in a parliament. We're responsible for different institutions na salon. So, the work, the work, they standing committee then they. All the institutions where they under them. The standing committee them. All the institutions where they under them. Then for CC, all the one that we get certificates they come with them. Eh? Okay.
To submit documentary evidence of certificates of diplomas and degrees.
Diplomas and degrees, then for can submit them. Not to the 7-man committee, they go begin on after them or no. The committees, the standing committees, where represent, where they look into all and different institutions in the country. And for CC then people, we get certificate then for counter. Eh?
Claimed to be held by all public officers.
Claimed to be held by all public officers, yes, sir.
Working in the said MDAs.
What should they work? And then different institutions then they, and you get 10 certificates then they, you for count them.
2.
The last time before I count to 2, wait. La push and so too. So this they go concurrent with ACC own, or this is different from ACC own? Because ACC back we don't talk you say they expect the different institutions them for check themselves, for audit themselves, and then go to ACC, go tell them within and fair not. Now Parliament, they ask the committee heads them for contacting different MDAs them for make them count their certificate na Parliament. Which one you think say then go on to right now? To Parliament or to ACC? If not be you. If not you now, who are they going to? At on your own audit way then set up through ACC, or they going to go Parliament? Me if not me, I go just do all two. I not say me own clean. So now the original and they ask for on a photocopy. Because anyway, because they not even tell we say ACC they do something. And I don't even have photocopy they want on original. Or they don't need the paper, or they need the paper for. Anyway. But I never say if they go Parliament. Because ACC not reliable. Simon Samuel says, we believe you. So please do the needful, sir. If you get PhD in economics, and you then are the finance, and you're not the finance minister, and you're not able to solve the bread and butter issue in the country, me, I think I can say you degree na fake. Na jungle alive, na you say that. And the judge say to Parliament to ACC, all two na trouble. Ibrahim Messi he say people learn with integrity. And then he short supply in a salon. And we look safe inside the Parliament back. But he get fit pancake why? Because he don't demonstrate ethical aptitude in the capacity across various public institutions the way they don't serve. Say hello, trust them. He cannot be addressed as small boy in the room. Alright, sir. James Brown say, oh, Kinelan. And he say, oh, Chris. When I then so, they do fakey, not so. Also not trouble, George. Okay, Okay, Udoyeri. Then woke them. The other man, you don't be there, I don't care. Say the economy na Jebu. Left. Alright, let it go. Two.
To examine the authenticity of all such certificates.
To examine the authenticity. For examine say, not to guinea. For examine say, not to ye dominion ye. For examine say, not to agu. Yeah. For examine the certificates. For no say, the certificate na the real deal. I na the work. 2. 1. Then for Kautam to the head of the standing committee them. Now, we don't reach to them. Then for examine and no say, no to fake. I did the work day. I did. I believe say now the reason that one day na Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella na they make us chairman. And the reason that day Because it don't work outside. So, now Woko, I'm not going to tell you lie. I work. Not so like ABC. No. But it can be done. It can be done. And I want to believe, say now, we're not going to do this every year. So institution now in the country for begin the vet certificate them. Institution in the country for begin for verify. Man not go just scan on a can gang boop. But I'll listen because we know prominent people where they name they play. And listen the committee in Woko. Because I don't know if this work don't bet Honorable Paran right now or you don't bet the head of police. You know bet the head, Okay. I just say all fake degrees holders they for just melt once in a society like salt. Say but some man hey. Okay. Let me hear you first.
And produce a written report with recommendations.
So, then for verify all certificates, for check the authenticity of the certificate to them. They all done, then for write reports. Then for write reports. Okay. All right. Waiting again.
For the consideration of Parliament.
He say then for do recommendation back. One recommendation. Don't know wait say this happen again. We forget a system now in place. Just a hotel and then we'll copy one new ministry back. Certificate verification ministry. You get Minister 1, Minister 2, Deputy Minister 1, 2, 3. You get Permanent Secretary 1, 2, 3, 4. No. But we need to say certificate verification. Because quick then, open ministry when certificate verification. Okay. Now they go.
3, to co-opt any person with requisite competence and expertise to advise or otherwise render assistance to writ.
Okay. Any person we go sabi about this work, let them count them. Me, the crusader deal, Dr. Johnny Disley. Now he start this. Hey, sabi do am. We ready for writing the show we all team. All team need a show we. So if you need help for bringing a kind inside, now contact them. I think no one call the speaker, no one call the name. So now I made the speaker fair way for chuka inside. Any person we sabi. Okay.
At any of its sittings, but such person shall not vote on any matter for decision by the special committee.
Because it's in do. You can help. You can a parliament if you can't talk. You help. But you need vote too. So you now waiting. No. Ibrahim Essi say he hold a different opinion on this fake degree issue here. He said the question when they ask, why make the office we get the responsibility for certify all the academic institution in a salon, allow college then and university there for aware or give degree and certification of achievement to individual them. Now it can cost money, time, resources for address this kind of issue. Ibrahim, you know say this way they talk so not to inside salon no more, eh? Okay, look like Agu. Agu then say na Uganda ide. So not to inside salon no more. Eh? Okay. This talk here be. Hello, they go.
And 4, to submit a written report with recommendations to Parliament before the date of dissolution of the 5th Parliament.
This one, where they don't done all thing, then for submit the report to Parliament before the last day where Parliament they lock. Judge Kamara say, well, after this, we will be for check back certificates. So this guy for one say Parliament they lock. All right.
One party name where the committee for do, now that the committee, after the investigation, for reports to Parliament, waiting and fair note before the 5th session close. But this now be concerned to the independent member of Parliament for Pujehun District, Samalin Chiefdom, Honorable Sheka Sama.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not very comfortable with the timeline.
Honorable from Pujehun, na independent too, you know they not party. He say in the timeline where the speaker give for say una go do and say, but that report una for can give the day before, when it's between now to the day before Parliament lock. Okay. Now so the speaker saying, independent parliamentarian say no, you know like him.
To say before the end of this parliament is vague. It could be a day before the end. It could
He say, well, you for put something para. Because they kick out and say the day before Parliament lock. So that guy for sit down for reader. Eh? Alright. Wait. Another Tabas Bundu.
be an hour before the end. Okay? So I think you can say a month before or 2 months before, but before is too vague, Mr. Speaker.
Before is too vague, Mr. Speaker. You not go say no more a day before. Put say 1 month or 2 months. Because sometimes they go wait self a day before they go out. Eh? Alright.
It could be 1 minute before.
You were not here.
He said, give me 1 minute before self. And Mr. Speaker say, Uncle, first of all, you not be there self will be the talk this talk. I believe say Usa is say you were not here. Now Usa the consultation take place. Because the speaker say, after consulting, so they ask people and I make inside a 7-man committee they get members them where they now the different political parties them. I mean say, Honorable, you not been there. So when an honorable miss sitting, what happens? Let's begin that first no small. When an honorable miss sitting, what think happen? Then get possible they do the minute, he can go, then they sign for go check the minutes or waiting. Or wait, you know the. We know the so I not been there and where I come when I not go back when me I count me own. Eh? Okay. Honorable, you not been there. Waiting be happening.
Thank you.
You were not here.
Yeah, but I heard what you said, Mr. Speaker.
You heard what I said, but you were not here when this.
He say he not been there. He say yes, I not been there, but I hear what you talk. Yeah. Well, we mean to say, if he been go back and check the minutes, or if he get somebody who be the right for her, if I say, yes, I not been there, but I been check the minutes, I been go through this and before that he say, but I hear what you say. Then what you say now, not to how the deliberation be go before this one now. All right. You not been there, but I hear what you say.
Matter was moved and discussed.
So the matter was moved and discussed. I don't know that be they ask just on save now, then be debate them, no. But then discuss them, then they all agree. Then for the 7-man committee, but they move the motion, we don't deal with Sandy Nayasef. Then we don't deal with Sandy now, then pass the motion, seconded by, go to that last program day. Yeah? Chaco Kawa left. Okay. Now we go. You not been there, you there, and waiting.
Before the end?
It is not an easy task, and they are not likely to accomplish this task within the time frame that you may be contemplating.
Okay. He say, not so easy task. I said that here just now. Say this is not going to be easy. No, it's not so easy one. So he said the timeline when the way wale guide. Say that 1 month or 2 months or any time for put timeline. Not so easy task. So you know they put timeline. But you know no more say them for count time before Parliament lock. KKY. We say self no say not too easy one. But today, we no left party stay election meet una day. Parliament lock. Then go. Una say una no done it. Because now instead don't tell una say not too easy one. Which is true. But there, all the help una need. And you, we no say you go able for help. The speaker open the mouth for now. Say people will understand how for do the thing, they need una help. So you go make fast. I don't know if they help count bill. Is it service? Na volunteer service or na paid service? Which one? Well, I help. I mean, then call her help, not to so. Okay. Say that we ask. No go back. No go there.
Understand what you are saying?
So please, let's leave it to the committee to do its work.
Okay. Thank you.
At the end, he say he understand what the speaker they say. Okay. At the end, he say I understand what you they say. So Lord, your left and so. Okay. Yea, Dominion, yea. All right. Let it go.
After this concern from the independent member of parliament, where the speaker be addressed, the question for make member in a parliament agree for this committee being put to the house.
Honorable members, all in favor of the motion, say aye.
Yeah. You be the axe, then be debater and another debater. Yeah. All in favor, say aye. Well, if you want to say yeah, you can say yeah. But you get one minister when they call Dominion without putting, yeah. And then say yeah, and
Those against say nay.
and then say nay. So who got it? Who got it? Talk by Fisabi. Who got it?
The ayes have it.
Case close. Who if you say they get her? All in favor. Rest assured say, not all man go bring come then degrees or then certificate too. This now outside the underhand game go play. Omar from Minneapolis now he say that one day. Alright. The eyes have it.
With this special select committee, where Parliament hungry for investigate the issue of fake certificates, people wait for see the serious action where Parliament go recommend against the one them when they go fair not say use fake certificates for get work. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce the reports.
One for tell Princess Pierce thank you and Radio Democracy because now through them we will no see the eyes have it. Yeah? Hey. Okay. You don't hear me? Parliament at work. Honorable Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella get work for Dunaya. A big work. Now big work. Okay. For let you know say this na really big work. Allegedly. Let we just take something where Dr. John Idris Lahai be bring to your attention. Now in the possibility before this thing. The thing where he bring to your attention. That what man say, Tibule, other Dominion give degree because now for lawsuit, papaya. Okay. One day we look quick when I make with it, try forget the people them within this committee, forget integrity. It try for bribe me. For make I not expose in fake degree. This man, you know, man at the talk so, this na Dr. John Idris line and the right so. What to make we need the 7-man committee forget integrity. What to make we need them. Quick one. This man, the current Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Abubakar Karim, he attempt for bribe me for make a pull multiply in business. He sent somebody to me big brother. And the person he send and me big brother, they all two na London then day. For make them go able for discuss ways them we go make accept me mouth. The person he send ask me brother if then give me $15,000 if I go set me mouth. That's the problem here. Now I make integrity the fall short na salon. $15,000. This is a claim where Dr. John Idris Lahai make. But anti-corruption go tell you say, in not carry the case go to there, just write on social media. Now so I go tell you. Say, Well, it's just right on social media. Nobody not come, meet we, can't tell we say, somebody try for offer and bribe. And meanwhile, not to direct bribe. They send a person to person. Not to one-on-one. Anyway, let's continue. I dey read waiting Dr. John Idris I say, oh, Tripuleo. So they carry the news. No, I go relate am about Mr. Abubakar Karim. Anyway, he be they put doctor na him name. So that doctor he be they put Dr. Johnny this like dig. If not say na fake. So now this exchange come. In case you want for know. $15,000 if you go take him for make it set him out. And brother, tell the person where they send. Say, brother, if you not count money inside this stock, then all thing go backfire. Bad one. Because me brother, that one they were sabi so. It's stubborn bad. And this fete, where they fete so. You get for protect in name. He say, and if a mistake tell her, he go vex mad. So una try for can get $15,000 for let's set him out. Okay. He say, if una try, that they below the inside, now una just want for release. Because it go come for una bad one. It go vex. If me self on and big brother go talk to and say, bro, I left this talk. He post somebody where he say, now they pay get a lunch. But he get fake degree. He post her. He post the person. He exposed the person. And a family. Family will be they take care of and they get a lunch. Okay? Alright. He say, he go vex by me self. If I go tell her that word today. So me, not to me go tell her. Una contact her directly na Facebook. And una good luck with that. Because you go bugu sooner, una go get from men them bugu stendi. So him brother be for tell him. Say, that guy will carry the pressure bio. Say, let it tone down small. So him brother say, do ya? A big. This is why they tell you so. No go write him again on Facebook. No go talk about her again. He can't talk her. He say, sorry, big brother, for disappoint you. But they talk her. Say the one for bribe me $15,000. And he called the name the Minister of Agriculture. They ready for address her now. He say, Mr. Abubakar Karim, no, na doctor. In don't pull him. I know sabi safe. He say, I consider this an insult. For make you think, say, me, I go be corrupted. Much less for say, you they can bribe me. $15,000 bribe? Hi. No, not for me. He say you think so low of me. You can't give me 15,000. Yeah, we go see this until go up a more. So well, they make an 30,000. Eh? He say, you see, you think so low of me. I make you, they can't give me 15,000. Hey. Joseph Wilson, they ask if they live right now. Yes. 2 land certificates. Eh? Stamp and sign from the land office for the same land. Who's one real, who's one fake? Mohamed Contest, he said the reason why make KKY now they appoint as chairman now for add credibility to the commission. The head of parliament knows say the fake degree, no matter way they not go push aside. He said because the policy way they behind this the whistleblower is ready for turn the volume as long as fake degree holders them, then still get position at government. And this is true though. If they not cleanse the system, even people that will get the real one, we sabi salon people they no more now. Then go think say everybody will get na fake. That's why the system need for be cleansed. Eh? All right. Now just waiting. He left with an final advice. He said, we work out to the final advice. He said, if I don't patter you, now the middle of that you will face the. If now you been bring this money bribery talk to me, now make you not bring a FM person. Eh? No violence. It's a lie. No violence. Yeah. Advice, a final warning. Stop now. Me, they need to corrupt me. Never. I happy I dey eat me dry garri and sugar with a clear conscience. You 150 million leons bribe money, not so money for me. Now a fire from the pits of hell. Me, Dr. John Idris Lai, I no wan go hell. So I no get inheritance in that money day. From El Shatan. He say, they play part in certain young contribution for the destruction of we country. I cannot be corrupted, says Dr. Johnny this lie. So better luck other side. If you try again with me, indirectly or through any of my family members, I go sue you. Seriously. I still serve the contemplate for sue you for the first attempt where you go through me big brother. Me lawyers them, we sit down right now who they evaluate the legal option they will get for sue you because you can't bribe me $15,000 for make I left for talk about you. Stupid man. Hey, long shot it. Young cutting. You know about it. I got a sense. You know get sense. Okay. In remain, Dr. John Idris Lai. I just go through that one day quick. Let we know what thing get for come for that 7-man committee. But again, there are stages before it reach the 7-man committee. It get for come first to the members them where they in charge of them different MDAs than they. How do they have to do this? Parliament and ACC get for compare a list. What if the members them were they in charge of them different MDAs them? Now then take the bribe then sit down by the paper and knock out them before. Then only count the one they were correct. What if they knock out? Because then they count the one they can't hand over. Now the one where reach the 7-man committee, I ain't get for watch you, I ain't get for vet. So during the postal service, during the transition from point A to point B, what thing happen there? Some go lost in transit. You know they reach point B. ACC say then go do lifestyle audit. Today we not see who say una don't do lifestyle audit it. But boy, you boy, some of them people there, they out and they live. Where to they see them? It's not out of hatred or out of malice, no. Well, then say they get people oversee what they give them. But they see them, no? And then we say they go do lifestyle audits. That's also. So what's happen to the lifestyle audits? No more. You know they again? We need for do this. We need for do them. You see, like in Sierra Leone, people then get a perception about ladies. If a young woman they drive motor car, he get fine place, even if he attain good position a job, then just not think say young ladies deserve them. No. Then just feel to say then do other things them for each day. So they brand all young ladies like that. Why? I didn't sabi. But we know how ladies end up so where they say doctor and say, pan fake. When that person they don't get sleepless nights, days uncounted for achieve what they achieve. You not go one let them call you that. No. You not go one let them call you that. You go, you buy the real sneaker, right? You buy the real crepe. And the real one you buy you. Somebody they pass, you say, look at a fake na wear so, na guinea wear. Trust me, yourself not go feel good. Because you know how much it cost you for buy that one day. Then person can call and guinea. So now I make this one. We no need for left arm. It need for be attended to. When? Now. Now. It need for be attended to now. Can't just leave it like that. No. Uno say quick talk diners alone. Quick. But this always we hang baranso like chinch. Tego. Where's you hang padiso? So now we really need a 7-man committee for step up. For really step up. And I don't know. Just like how I said just now. The transition between the members that were in charge of the MDs them for cancel the committee. What if they mass them? So what's in the committee get for do? I'll tell us say all what in the committee need for do. Now for go through the resume and get the information. Like our two friend. Let me hear what in he get for me. Welcome on board, friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, AAA, for giving the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers them, and thanks to the source of information. Regarding this verification of their fake degrees there, who did not reach this stage, when they give mandate to this special select committee where they don't get 7-man member. I believe in a big tax we then get. But here is where we see if people then who supposed to do their function in parliament, then they left then they can do something where another committee we for don't do anything there in a parliament or even ongoing then elapse. Because we know so we get standing committee in a parliament, we get oversight, we then get all the job there with them before don't do initial time. What I mean initial time? Even from the time go where somebody come for campaign work, una know how una they go about, una they try to get a CV, all those things from the person, timeline of how you get education, all those kind of things. But here is the committee now, it don't become dormant. Now we try to get the special select committee. But it's the task for them go find out who the Speaker of the House don't give them the mandate, when a good move, what they all don't do. But we see say them we don't get the notice of this motion where one of the MP we don't give. Him we don't give the notice of the motion. In front of the notice of the motion, when they don't give the other man the question, we in order because of absentee and punctuality. So you can't see now they are now being assigned for do this thing here. But the first target where they get first, where they get for handle, that's where they get for involve the third party. Because the third party, when they do anything there is a mandate where the committee, department, the parliament, that standing committee get for do. So when they try for link now, first of all, this is a 7-man committee, then get for link them to the existing oversight committee then back. Because the existing oversight committee then they the ministries, different one then I did and get for what happened, you try for explain so to people then. So then are the first challenge. But the other one, when at the initial thing, where they try for see them go do before they reach to the point of engaging the third party there, that now for vet their own self. And then go able to vet themselves, then go able to check Uda and Uda. But I believe say they meant for them meet up today. But I believe say the second session or opening day session affects this meeting. Okay, why they try for head. Because then before they go check first for no Uda and Uda, then deep and their own committee, then try for verify Uda and Uda and paper, so then all go all then you say now we own this, then we go ahead now for go check other person. But that would they wait for them will see that first one for let them go vet themselves, then get clearance, then at the 7th committee before then go further. But now when they make this move from there to the one way now for go meet the third existing party, then they meet a body where it be say themselves. Then you mandate, they get the mandate for let them go able for the responsibility for assign clerk them. Because any clerk, now any committee back, now the clerk of the parliament, who in committee they now then they assign clerk. Now you will talk, say then they wait for let them get their own secretary because themselves not appoint the secretary, 7-man committee. But that secretary or clerk, they would have get for appoint according to the law in the parliament. Now the clerk of parliament, now your committee get for do this. But we see say back again how this thing they draw around this particular individual, them with the dip and the other committee there. So the question lies, how they were able to get a line of vetting, or they were able to bypass protocols, or then go able to do their own vetting based on that one day. But if the clerk of parliament then get for give them the secretary, so we get for no order, then get for bring, or they go accept through vetting. That now the other challenge would then get. Then get for they try all my registration. Let's try the biometric, we put it on print. Somebody go no, then go see something happen, like we then do this thing to her. Then go this DNA, then go detect the person quick. So then they try for put digital thing for let them go meet up people activity, people behavior, we go able for match with today development, what they develop because of the development people in the car inside, for letting go meet up the development by faking the system so they go become rich, and then they one day way they follow the bright path where sometimes they have then they back, then they put them in the backs and they put them on the back bench, push them aside. They enrich on ourselves, na so no more they go, and na so no more they get productivity. of people that would be able to use their IQ, their knowledge. Even though we get days of people that with common sense, we cannot the government for career, but we they see today the problem we don't cause for we because some of them were not great academicians, but they only use political common sense, like they shake other people and for can't decide, can't change with the knowledge that they get. But you see where how far they go, where they left certain things them undone, where they affect with today. So we don't kind of like this fourth industrial world where they try to move to globalization, therefore know how they step there for long will go ahead. So now for that the politician then will put that political idea aside, nationalistic camp, then they try put this tier who then go able for help the country so that go able for go before. Because once these people in the parliament and then duties and all they do them, then therefore they try for no other punctual. Would I know the function? Would I know they do this? And then they try for get waiting now the penalty where you supposed for the pay. In other words, let them try change some of this, even in that behavior there, because there are standing orders. There is a section in the act them where they talk about the behavior or the ethical or moral of the minister or the member of parliament. Is there a whole beaucoup page? If I name beaucoup part of the section, say then therefore no good fraud, then therefore know what they say. They not for use foul language, all these things. But this is now unprofessional something where they don't allege say some of the members they we do and outside the area of the parliament we extend some of the ministry then they do this we cannot believe say it help the country. So then they try to say now this is not the way it go for go, but we have to go this way. But Uda go accept from all the things there. Are they going to bring it in a timeline we'll go see as I say, or are they going to bring it in a way where we say, then we just bring them, some have been exempted, then they begin to put law say, well, this not this, this not this. But I believe say, this, it look like say they have pronounced it void, so then they now wait, because now in the pronounce and void. See, anybody look at now, it is void. So if you're able to get the evidence based on waiting, then they find out so they already you find you are guilty of waiting they don't see. Would have been used money when a government you they say you get for pay, but you will only pay now when these findings then come inside for letting go able for go, and they will not know waiting they for that for letting go punish. But it all comes down to for let them construct and let them go able for get then committee there for function of parliament the way we then get for day. Thank you very much for giving the platform, and I only hope say we will get a good outcome from this. Let God help the country. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're welcome.
I want to say thanks to Usfriend for his submission today. Let me come with Doctor. Make we waiting he gets for we today. Welcome on board, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. You get the platform.
Yes, hi, good evening, everyone, and I hope say we all do well. Thanks to you, thanks to Usfriend for your submission, and to the viewers, listeners, them, as well as 98.1 for giving that news and for make sure say we will come discuss and ask. So as for me, I know say it's been a while. I know take part in the program, we get for deal with this degree or whether or not, this fake degree saga, or whether they still need for really see was it really fake or not. But the news day around, I think we all get an understanding as to which and which we don't hear and which we don't listen to. As for the committee with and assigned with the hope and pray say, as you mentioned rightfully in the beginning, we hope say, Dr. Yumkella, say something we really people then go feel offended by, because even to myself, always I think of that statement. I believe say, as a patriotic Sierra Leonean, we want for bring change, we want for see change in the country. It makes sense for way something can to you, then ask for your own, expertise, ask for your own opinion. You go really try your best and make sure say, you give you advice, because now that we for do as Sierra Leoneans, then for make we do part, and we hope say given that it lead this and himself get a doctorate, and I'm sure know how it was, where he been do in dissertation as well as other clinical, research them where he do for make sure say he earn the degree. So he dey in the right place for make sure say he bring in your expertise as well as, what he go through, give example and scenarios them as to somebody where really earn a degree within then get for, attain and within and some of the things them. And some of the time now, so on this platform, we can talk, say, you good for where people then would say then get PhD, then get a doctorate degree, but who side the actual, experience, the, then probably just get that theoretical, or didactic, form of experience, but they not really get the practical knowledge for make them implement them now we country for make we see say things them go forward, and again, we really do hope all the one them within that circle, within that committee, then do justice to we country, then do the right thing for Sierra Leone, because we dey see day in day out within go on at the country, and for the use country money where say the country they struggle for obtain degrees them we need verification, and sometimes from where this whole thing starts, I say are these people just because or they don't hire you, maybe you can get a bachelor's degree or you get a master's degree, and then you come in with a degree or a certificate or a diploma, because you can get postgraduate or certificate in certain things depending on within that field of study, are they really verifying, making sure these degrees are actually credible as to the school where they go, the school is accredited, because and always I say to people them, if you want to go school, make sure say you do some research, make sure say this school really accredited by the higher institutional bodies for say where you graduate with this degree, where you take on any side and go able to verify the degree for make sure say the degree actually is valid. And that process there, I just want, I know many people then where they listen at the platform we don't attain degrees, we know say we then submit their degree or submit their documentation, the especially this Western world, I have to say, because now they need to leave, now they I feel say I don't present documents like that, then get for make sure say them verify, and that verification process they take long, then they do background check for make sure say really you go to this school, and at this so time you go to this school, at this so time you attain this degree, and that can take quite some time. And some of we working not only get the degree for submit, we also get a certificate for submit along that, which we talk about, your board certification where they take, then they take even longer. For example, if you're not like somebody who not a physician, or you're not a nurse practitioner, or physician assistant, any of them thing there, or even a registered nurse, some of the credentialing processes, especially for nurse practitioners and physicians, it take up to months, for example, the first NP job where I get, just that because it was a private, it was a little bit faster, so then be able for do within 6 weeks, and then but where you re-credential again, let's say you stay now within the same institution, it take longer, because now then get for verify for make sure say who sign at the different places them where you don't work, and all the places where you don't work, get issue with whether you license and things like that. I think now some of them things, and they will hope and pray say then will set up this type of system in the country, not just because you get a degree or you don't hold a degree, that degree even if it was valid, the next one where you bring, you get for make sure say then go through the process again, because in many cases then degrees then they can give you an additional salary, so for that reason the job or the employer for make sure say them verify this, then get people then when they do that, and I hope we get that now we country, because if we really want for promote education at the country, these are the steps we will need for put in place for make sure say somebody not they graduate and present you a degree we not valid, to the country, and in order to help we, and are there all the problems, and they start with the corruption and all the mismanagement in terms of funds and how they utilize funds them, for let somebody really use the title, say a doctor in whatever it is, I think it makes sense for let you identify, say I get a doctorate in nursing, or I get a doctorate, as a medical doctor, or as a physical therapy, because all these things the levels are changing, or a pharmacist, and then the list go on, and they stay at the medical side. That's my feel. And then again, if you're not somebody in economics, as you mentioned, get for no say yes, you get a PhD, where if you say a doctorate in philosophy. So these are things that people have to understand, and then you don't do your research, and then with the research, and then you get different things and where people then actually get this doctorate, whether it's a clinical form of it or it's both clinical and research. And as I always, if we watch, I can always put the DNP, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and then I add another title because for letting identify me as a family nurse practitioner. And then you see why they put another initial when a C, when a board certified. And then, the list goes on. Whatever title you earn, you can utilize them as long as say. Now, a title where say you go stand up for, now a title where say you get the certificate, you get the degree, you've done through the rigorous studies, on and implementations them or waiting you need for do as a student or as a graduate, so that tomorrow somebody asks you about you feel you go able for stand up and talk and say but again, we country so many things and they happen. Then we can question why make Sierra Leone not progress, why make we not go forward. We're not able to go forward if we get them kind type of things there. So, and I understand say people them outside can also participate in something like this. We just hope you see, then can open this up to other people than where they live overseas, when as Sierra Leoneans and we want for take part. Because I believe, say, we feel, most of we feel, say, we for bringing we own expertise and we own knowledge as to how we can really contribute for make sure, say, things like this not continue for happen. We see Dr. Lahai where they really argue about this, some of the things and where they go on, and also want for stay credible, as it defend this whole thing and let nobody mess around with them, which that's a brave man, and we hope say we get many of that, and also put people them, let this be something where we all go watch and see, and also see how we can contribute into that panel day for make sure say really if you not somebody will get a doctorate, what can be some of the processes then where you go through for attain your degree, the dissertation, or whether it's a DNP projects, for example, all that, your assessment, your planning, and then your methods, then what you use for make sure, say, you research, your final paper, where you present, waiting you do. And these are some of the questions, are tough questions to ask. And I believe, say, if we can do that, we can able for really, try for, strategize in a way that we eliminate the bad degrees them within the country, especially people that we hold higher office. Something they way I think I've been briefly listening to the program at that time, where the speaker they say for the only thing where you need as a politician, you just need for know how to read, speak English. It doesn't make sense. For you to speak English, you must have sat on the bench or even gone to secondary school or something, so not to something like that for the young form them, rather you for discredit degrees like this and see how best, we will get people them way knowledgeable and get enough experience for no say we then sit on a parliament. They're not only they for talk, for say yes, or no to things and we then get for vote on, but rather for be able for be critical and ask questions them. And as we listen, where one of the members them ask, say, what, be specific on your timeline. I don't feel say I agree with this timeline, even though there was a back and forth to try to clarify it. You not be there now or whatnot. Fine, be there, but you try for tell you say I understand what you say, and I just want for tell you say what you talk is just too vague. Give a timeline. Let people understand. Say, well, from this time to this time. Now, so thing they go on, and this would expect for let it happen. So I hope say Parliament continue for no say what then get so many things in their hand where can help Sierra Leone move forward. That means for make sure say they make laws them we will benefit we country. That mean for say then we'll vote on things them where it be say now the things and then the way we want for Sierra Leone, for let it grow, whether it can to healthcare, whether it can to we educational system and things them we will benefit the nation for for generations to come. So now that's me get for say tonight, and I hope say this really whole thing bring us something, where we self as Sierra Leoneans and will be proud of. Thank you very much and have a good night.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Dr. Satuka Kejalo for your submission today. When I will be in call, we will return on our calls them now. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Oh, this is not Ibrahim Sisseri call from Los California.
Yes, Ibrahim, you get 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think like the location. If you continue for a break, maybe I will call back.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, like I say, the speaker we just came on, it makes some very salient points, especially when it refers to with leaders, as for let them be informed enough, for let them be, practical enough, let them get a requisite, education, because when it comes down laws and actually able to debate certain issues, we now of national interest, we really need for letting come with that experience, we then get the background, we then get, so that we will make them here, let them be actionable and fundamentally, benefits the people in the country. Because at the end of the day, it's about how waiting and decide for all man, now in matter, how it will impact on the welfare and the well-being of people in the country. You see, so the idea of getting a degree from an accredited institution, it comes to play very fundamentally key at this particular point here. So you see, because we need them. We need people the way they do research, people them actually able to evaluate, we able to monitor, we able to make follow-up, we able to look at certain things, like a given department or given organization or ministry or whatever, let them be able to come up with very thoughtful and, very important ideas, way compatible to how we they live, how they exist, how they interact. So there's a whole lot of things that we actually need for let we get people we get the requisite, education so that we go actually able rise above. The world they grow, we get challenges, today now the world of digital technology. You see, so if we get a minister of science or whatever it is, we expect to at least it will come with a background, it will come with some experience we don't get in that field. We're not going to expect everybody, but at least let me get people we get the experience, we get the background, we go actually able, debate issues and for the betterment of everybody, so let it go impact on the society. So now that make we rely on them people there. When we look at the Western countries every day, we see people doctor, medical doctors within that field. You see, because when they will come with research, they will come with analysis, where go fit into waiting they happen as it happen. So now make you see developments and they happen left to right, because they get people we actually when a technocrat, in the area of science, you see now one key area around where we science, health, medical, we need people we actually we get the real, real time experience, okay, so that we were able to transform and able match to within the world society practice in other countries today, But also we get to think about the other people, qualification by experience. So now we don't do a particular job for 20, 30 years. We'll get a degree, but sometimes we get the experience, really possibly get the degree self not able to get. You see, so we get for actually transform, we get for reform, not to just the education system, but even the labor practice system. We get for understand them, for actually make sure, say, when we get people in a position, we are confident that people there, then go bring input, we go make that particular ministry, department or agency, thrive. You see, so, and that will also go with, ethical values, ethical aptitude, you see, and credibility. Because all NTR are key. Those are just the education anymore. You get for carry their factors there. We are in they accelerate and enhance education so that our education they will able to transform into something we will benefit for other people. You see, so there's a whole lot of things where we need for push and drive education go before so that it go impact we all and let people and go actually assist us. The education is possible carry not to just for go Alasena PhD it gets and it only PhD maybe don't get that from Russia in 1970. You know, you don't know certification or nothing, and still I mean, hey, what is it? But all it all like kind of which in the area of corruption because if it's a way fly or then we just do a very lucrative job. Say, okay, get this job. Anyway, so now not take too much of my time. Now my own contribution.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
Okay.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, Tripoli. I mean, I call from Minneapolis. I know say we particular about degrees and other stuff there, but I know I've been saying a note one time for saying yes, society not just be to everybody for be educated. You get your credential and for get jobs and based on your experience and then your degree where you hold, which is good. But everybody forget a part for play in society, you know. And then we can understand, just like that previous caller what he say, people don't do that job then for a long time. Then for grandfather they where you don't need because then people under some that don't they in the 50s, 60s, they're not going to go school again. But if your grandfather then get the experience. But we just want to say no more for make society diversified, where because you're not just educated people. Because you get the labor force need to be diversified. Some people go on a technical stuff, some then do the research stuff, then get a degree soon, a doctorate or master's or bachelor's. If you just pinpoint them on doctorate stuff, I don't think it will be a better way for society. So, my own contribution that tonight, yeah?
Thank you very much, Umar.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, this is not the call from US. Did you hear me clear?
Yes, sir, loud and clear, sir. 3 minutes.
Okay, I just want to touch on this information from getting the information of these individuals. Any government department, ministry, or agency is supposed to have what they call human resources, and human resources supposed to house everybody's personnel file, so they can easily get those information swiftly and quickly from those human resources. We then go able for and know the guys then their qualification because we then they contain their resume. We then they apply for the job, then they get for put all their qualifications and things. And furthermore, if you use fake degrees for getting to positions, you not go get integrity for do anything. Anything we go to do go be dishonest. So that's my contribution.
Okay, decide what you talk because there's a transition from the job to the member of parliament who is responsible or they oversee them for me into the committee. So from the job, they go straight to the committee or the member of parliament who is responsible for that MDA?
Well, I think the committee then supposed to get those information straight from the job
resource.
Because if we go from human resource, okay. Because if you go to a middleman, and I think the issues they come inside, people go on start for add and subtract, But if they get the direct information from human resource, we house those people in personal records, I think it will be better for them, than they go into a middleman.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who call from, please.
Yeah, this is
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
This is not a good thing. The committee, if they need for work hard because they need for clear this image, this baggage where they hang at the country hate. Because if they not do them, it go to naturally for affect even the present government towards election. Because naturally not let for go away easily. And even for the other young graduates, the way they come out college, where they don't get a degree there, maybe they go or try for get job. Naturally for affect everybody. So the committee need for work hard. This for me, my own point is let us start first as let us work with the whistleblower. I mean, some of these guys, they get some names there. Let it get some of their name. They call them people that they directly first. The one that will get the question mark first. If they really mean something, they work with the whistleblower, collect all the name that they will mention. It is saying get the names they proof. So collect their name, they collect them that call them directly. Whosoever first, the way they don't clear the one they do first, then they begin go now towards the other one, then now where the see they get question back. But the main one, then now where everybody they where they presently where they name the fly now the media everybody they now they one they do first have one let the committee the first handle. So they will not say yes, they don't mean business. Because that are the main people, these are top people. Now top people that if they able to clamp the force, or even let it so when they don't clamp the final thing now, which is a pass judgment on them for let them resign or they face the law. Because the whistleblower say they're not by now then people are not for them see the whole power. They're not for them in office. As long as these buckets hang at the head. But we can't will get nine that's normal. So the need for really KKY need for really proving self now. And thing I always preach about change the country. They don't get now one of your first responsibility as a major leader for if you're able because in that I mean you don't not say you're not to fake. So if you're able to prove to we say yes, what based on your performer who knows? And some of the prayer that says Sierra must rise again. And some of them things there we see all them half thing there they come up, whistleblower. And some more thing go to come up, the changes go to happen. We're not going to expect it happen one day, but if this fake degree business don't clear now, we would not say yes, the right person then at the right place, they do the right job, things are not going to go bad. If not say if somebody they in charge of land, you get correct documents. You're not going to go to sell land to two person or give land to two, put two original documents, give somebody them. You're not going to do that because not say he work hard, he deserve it for get that job. So they need for proving self and with the wait as a citizen, as a people of the country, with the wait for see what he do. So almost until almost the middle of the year will come begin so almost now 5 months now they inside the year. Let's see what you decide from now to June or July. If you able to come up with good results, people will go applaud that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. I will just announce you saying that you call at the return away here in this phone here. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me tell you, somebody be the comment say the certificate they're not relevant, the degree they're not relevant. They're relevant because you use that certificate or that degree to attain a position where give you a higher salary. Yeah, them they do them. When we can, I go to community college, and then say, which high school we go in Africa? They say, okay, call them, let them package you pay for them, then seal them, no open them. When they come to you, straight to we. The college now take them, they send them to another institution when are then there for equivalent the African standard to their own. Now they will know. Now they don't even do that. When you go to any college now and say I've been studying, they say, okay, give me the name, give me the information, go sit down, we will call you. Now then they do all the investigation now. Now then they call the college in Africa or na salon or the secondary school and ask for the principal or whoever way they're in charge of. You pay for them. Then they send them direct to them. And then now they call you say you pay for they don't come. We're not sure of them. Or you pay for they don't come, you clear. Now can see a counselor. So all them things, it gets something to do with ethics. It gets something to do with credibility. That minister be right. When he asks a question, that honorable may be right. When he asks a question, say, when? Because mind you, then people are going to go soon on a recession, on a, for elections. What about if they never come up with all the results then they end up go into election time all man they fit for comeback. What about if Kandeh Yumkella self maybe win the next election for comeback 2023? Then I then go for start all over. Now I make as in Kandeh Yumkella as the chairman, even though where the speaker not put a timeline, but in get that power there as a chairman. So say, listen, this job they can work now for 6 months or for 3 months. So one of the underway responsible for all the MBAs here or the institution here, please, wanna talk to them. Human resources. Then now we need the certificate them because we need time. The speaker right. They need time because now give me the certificate them because somebody get for the work for the Kolleh University here. Because remember, some of that university are not to Salono. Somebody go pull in and say that North Dakota. I go call one small university say that they have been the America. So then get for contact all the university here and then get for figure them out. If the university then we're not accredited to Sierra Leone or we Sierra Leone not recognized, and they tell you no. Because even here, wouldn't at the nursing field, where they ready for do you ready for renew your certificate. Certain classes and they say do it online. And when they do online, then they tell you plain say when you don't go do it online, do it with a school or institution where accredited with California. Because if you go do them online, even if that institution is legal, as long as California no accredit them, we need to renew your license because there hours and then you go for go do them back. That means your license they on hold, you go for go look for another job, figure yourself out. Now make it they tell you plain. When you did look for them, look online and when they give the list. In fact, me on job, then they give the list, say their online classes they are accredited with the state of California. So if you go do your course online, bam, now they forgo it. If you go do another one, when you send on a Sacramento just the bundle and send and give you back. So it's much important. Then go for the look for all the institutions here where them people here go. And the other thing is the clerk of parliament, in them we don't come up at the university here. Okay, until then talk say anybody will go to parliament, he not suppose he not need to get a degree as long as it's a speak English. That means me speaking somebody in America and I born it speak English. It can go out there go stand. Because that not make sense. Not to everybody where them born in England go school, but they speak English because na native language tongue. Not to everybody where them born in England go school, where even know how for that, but they speak English. Even though whether English is going to be different to the one we attain academic one, but they speak English, just like here. You know how many homeless then with the money now you must speak English because now they speak now. So I don't know, they need to change that law. But if any papers the day where parentarily be put in name, papers them where get for do with parliament sittings or parliament orders or anything where a mistake put in name, they say Dr. Param Tarawari, that's the law for Olam. If they not put the doctor by any of parliament issue papers them, they left the doctor outside, then the law within a parliament says you don't need to forget degree. That it cover with that. It came refer to well, I've been getting but I no use them for this job. But if you use any of that doctor, name them behind name for any parliament papers them, that's a fraud. Because that doctor they not for the paper. Any paper them will go for do parliament. Same thing with a police guy, a Sobola or whatever his name. If instead use any in paper them, in statement them or anything in the issue, in use Dr. Sobola and wake up for do a job, not fraud. Not fraud. Instead, therefore arrest them. Now they can't see the ACC for go after. Because na corruption. Because in the talk say Sunday attend, yes, even if it not being used that degree they forget the job. But as long as any papers we try to in job, now in use doctor parentarily, that's a fraud. Because enough for use that doctor today for anything we got for do with in job. because we know say now that degree na a fake degree. So Kandeh Yumkella, he get for be smart, he get for be fast, steady, and he can put the law. He can put a timeline. Even if the speaker not be put a timeline in at the chairman, he go say, listen, election that they can fast forward by the end of the year, parliament go for dissolve. We want to hurry up with this, put pressure on all the people that were in charge of their MDAs here. Let them pressure the human resources, and we want the paper them because we go for friend people them, we go for call their university here for check. They get for take a long time. Maybe it's now 1,000 or 500, but if you don't go more than 2,000, then get for call only because then we are all not to FBC no more in Jala because that is easy. Forget them. But if somebody go tell you say I get me home from one small village in Mumbai, now you get for begin find out university in Mumbai. So Kandeh Yumkella get for be start forward, start fast, and put a timeline. Let this thing go fast. Put pressure on all them people who are going for engage with their MDAs here. Let we put a time and let this thing come out. Because then people are now they can sit down and they laugh with and so na kakao kudepa na rubbish. Then they get degree and they get position. Now the degree then why would see so. And somebody they talk say it no matter. It matter. Because now then they use for get job. Come on. Mind that, my brother.
Thank you very much, Umar. You know, so they follow up now, eh? This any 2 year bottom back, who they can I back with them. So, Chairman, Honorable Dr. Kandeh Kolleh Yumkella, balling a court. The work hard? Yes, it is true. It's hard. People in the diaspora who understand the work. There's an open call. See, una can help. I don't know if they pay you. I don't know if they pay, but there's an open call. Eh? So now contact Parliament. Me, I want to see what thing for happen to the head of police and the clerk of Parliament. Because they're not denounced yet. Or maybe something they don't go and they just not tell we. But they name the play. For say now only when it comes to the recommendation, now we go here outside and they recommend say, oh, some people were victim and so da. Integrity counts. Eh? Okay. We don't know with this today. If nothing else no come, maybe tomorrow na the teacher they will sit down. And we can deal with. Today Thursday, tomorrow Friday. I don't even know what day it is. Saturday we go come today. No left here. Eh? Yeah. You don't know. Honorary degree. The Crusader say as long as the institution will give you no accredited. Definitely. Instead na fake. Because beaucoup fake on a degree the way people and still they use like see then be right for I watch we get now, eh? We'll be back tomorrow.